Good morning, Abundant Life Creators. How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. It's a lady and life coach, Emanuela Lumene. For all those that are new to this channel, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and welcome to Abundant Life Creation. So, those that are meeting me for the first time, so my name is Emanuela Lumene. I'm a child of God. I'm a lover of His presence. I'm a radiographer by profession, a certified life coach, and also a baker. And on this platform, Abundant Life Creation, I take time to share knowledge that is going to help you discover yourself, discover your purpose, discover your hidden abilities and potentials by looking within yourself to be able to identify them. I also take time to share principles that are going to help you define and refine and develop your abilities, your potentials, your gifts, and your talents as well. So I'm a firm believer that it is God's desire for each and every one of us to live a life of abundance. However, He has given us all the responsibility to become creators of that life of abundance. And that is, of course, in alignment with the purpose that He has created us to fulfill. So God desires that we prosper in all things. And when we talk about abundance, it's not just supposed to be focused in one area of our lives. When we are developing ourselves, when we should not just focus on developing one area of our lives, like maybe our careers and our finances, while everything else is suffering. So when it comes to living a life of abundance, we should be able to develop ourselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, academically, emotionally as well, because God desires that we prosper in all things. So, we have been on a journey of self-discovery for all those that have been struggling with discovering themselves, or maybe undergoing identity crisis, and you constantly ask yourself, who am I? What was I created here on earth to do? You can take time to watch our previous videos and you'll be highlighted on some of the phases that you need to go through when it comes to discovering. And always remember, you have a role to play in becoming all that God has proposed you to be. As long as you're not playing your role effectively, you might not even see the words that God has spoken concerning your life come to pass. So today we'll be discussing the last and final stage of self-discovery, which is having. So we took time to talk about becoming. We took time to talk about some of the things that you need to do, and then also setting goals, as well as now we are at the point where we're talking about having. So when it comes to pursuing our goals, there are certain goals that are going to take certain time, that are going to take a certain period of time for them to be accomplished. And most of us have got a tendency of giving up somewhere along the way or halfway, because we're not seeing the results that we want to see concerning the goals or that we have been setting. However, you need to be patient when you're pursuing your goals. You need to endure. You need to persevere till the end, because it's not all the goals that you will set that you will achieve in the shortest period of time. Even when you are focusing on building a certain vision or maybe a business or a certain brand, one thing you have to understand is that it will not all manifest at once. Certain processes are going to take certain time. Certain goals are going to take a certain long duration for you to be able to see it actualize. And if you have gone through all the different phases where you have become, okay, when it comes to the aspect of becoming, there's a certain version of you need to become that will enable you grow your vision to the capacity that you have seen it, or that God has revealed it to you. So most of us have got a tendency of sometimes we set our goals and we start doing certain things because we want to have certain things that we are looking out for. Okay, maybe you set certain goals and you start acting on them, but you have not focused on yourself as an individual, growing yourself as an individual, growing emotionally, growing physically, mentally, growing spiritually. And then you will get to a point where if you have the things, or maybe if you have achieved the goals that you have achieved without you becoming the person you need to become in order for you to be able to maintain and manage those goals or that vision to that level, what happens is that we tend to break down. You can either break down mentally, you can either break down emotionally, and you undergo some mental stress because you have not yet developed yourself, or you have not yet grown yourself to become the person that you need to become to pursue or achieve those goals. So each and every time that we're on this journey of, let's say, self-discovery or trying to achieve our goals, don't be too quick on wanting to have certain things if you have not yet developed your capacity to manage and maintain those things. And it is very much important for you to know that the level at which you have grown as a person will determine how far your vision or your goals, or how far you're able to go in achieving those dreams and those visions. So when it comes to having, if you have developed yourself mentally, if you have developed yourself emotionally, financially, you've increased your capacity, you even relationally, like you have taken time to develop relations with people, you have taken time to build networks with people, what begins to happen is that as your vision grows, or as you are pursuing those big goals, all that you have developed yourself to become will start to complement the vision that you are pursuing, and you'd find that it is going to be easy for you to overcome certain things that will come your way because you have grown as an individual. However, the route that many of us take, where we want maybe fame, we want influence, we want to gain certain material possessions, or get certain goals, but we have not yet become that person. That what then happens is that the moment you achieve that goal, or the moment that you have those things that you have been dreaming of having, remember, they come with a certain form of responsibility and a certain yes, they'll come with a certain responsibility that you would need to be playing when you have those goals, or when you have achieved or had those things that you have been wanting to have. And if you have not yet grown your capacity, if you have not yet grown yourself to become that person that can handle those things, you tend to break down. You will undergo a certain form of stress that you cannot handle mentally or emotionally. And this is where we've seen people that have gone ahead of us, like they have maybe achieved exploits, or they've done great things maybe in their business. They've built a certain business to a certain level, they've built their brands to a certain level. However, then all of a sudden you find that they lose everything. All of a sudden they break down and they are no longer pursuing what we had seen them pursue. Why? Because they rushed at having something without developing themselves to become the person that they need to be, to help them achieve or maintain and manage those goals that they are pursuing, or that vision that they're pursuing. So my encouragement, even as you are going through this journey, you need to understand that you need to be patient, because some of the things that you have set out to do, some of the things that you have planned to do, they may take time. They may not just take months. You find that they may even take years for them to be able to manifest. But if you have firmness of the mind, of purpose, you have developed yourself, and you understand that your vision or your goals are going to take different stages, or they're going to go through different phases until they are able to get to that point where you are able to see that end goal, or that big picture that you had in your mind manifest. You need to persevere till the end, till you have it. Don't quit, don't give up, keep going, keep pushing. You may make certain mistakes along the way, but don't see those mistakes as a way of telling you to say, no, this is not something you're supposed to continue on. Instead, see them as lessons. Embrace those mistakes as lessons. Correct them. Gain the wisdom from that knowledge or that mistake that you made, and take a step to become better. Continue pursuing your goals until you are able to see them manifesting, until you have all that you had pictured in your mind, all the ideas, all the visions. Because remember, when God gave you an idea, or he gave you a vision that he placed within your heart, I believe you obviously saw the end goal, the end picture, how beautiful it is going to be. So it is not just supposed to end in your mind. In order for you to be able to see it or have it where it is now very tangible, it will take you to be patient, it will take you to persevere, it will take you to be committed and disciplined until you're able to see that vision come to life. So don't rush at having something that you know you do not have the capacity of managing. Develop yourself first, discover yourself, discover the limiting beliefs, some of the things that would hold you back. Develop yourself emotionally, because handling big projects or big visions is not easy. It is not easy. If you look or take time to see those people that have achieved great things and listen or learn from them, you discover that they have faced certain challenges that many of us would have not been able to handle. But for them, they are handling them very well because they have developed themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. Like they are able to overcome all that comes their way, and today we are seeing them attain or have the results that they are having. Why? Because they took time to develop themselves, to become, before they could actually do the things they need to do and have the things that they need to have. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. Please take time to go through our previous videos if you haven't yet taken time to watch them. And I would like to encourage each and every one of you to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, invite your family and friends as well to watch these videos so that it can help them. Thank you all so much. Until we meet next time, it is your lady and life coach Emanuela Lumene. Bye bye.